Let's be real, the process of changing your life does not come easy. The truth is that you'll never change until you change your daily habits. The secret to your success is found in your daily routine. Hi, I'm Heather, and today we're going to talk about 7 realistic, life-changing habits that you can quickly and easily add to your routine to get you out of a slump, give you motivation, and transform your life into a happier and healthier lifestyle. Now, I'm not trying to mommy you, but
Make your damn bed.
I never used to make my bed unless, I had guests over. And even then, I'd be like,
guests don't need to be coming into my room.
But I will say, after starting making the bed as a habit, it really has changed my life. I feel so accomplished first thing in the morning, and I feel more empowered knowing that I'm respecting my space, as well as just creating an overall calm feeling of organization. And don't just take my word or your mom's word for it. This is actually backed by science. In Charles Duggan's book, The Power of Habit, he states that making your bed establishes a link to better health and overall productivity. When you make your bed, it helps you become more productive throughout the day because you've already started the habit of cleaning a place you've just left. And if you start your day on laziness, you'll probably continue that throughout the day. And one neat habit somehow tends to domino effect into other healthier habits. A neat bed will help you feel like you have an organized life, and it gives you a more sense of control. There are 1,000,001 things that can go wrong in a day, and a lot of things that you don't have any control over. But you know what you do have control over? Making your bed. And that's what's crazy about these habits. Individually, they seem like they don't make that much of a difference, but compiled, they can lead to actual practical change over time. That's why I love this one. It's a super easy one to implement into your daily routine in the morning. Next is water in the morning. Look, life comes at you fast, and we've all had those days where all of a sudden it's 9 p.m. and we're thinking,
have I even drank any water today?
if you set the habit to drink water first thing in the morning, then there's literally no excuses. It can help you from those days where you can forget to drink water because you do it first thing in the morning. And if you want to go the extra mile, you can even keep something like a water bottle by your bedside and have it first thing when you wake up. Also consider habit stacking, so you drink your water around the same time that you do your bed in the morning. Me personally, I usually have to brush my teeth first before I get any water in, but when I come to the kitchen, it's the first thing that I do. I grab myself a big glass of water, and usually I end up chugging the whole thing. Let me know, because I'm curious. Are you a chugger of water or a sipper? Because think of it, your body hasn't had any water for 7 to 8 hours while you've been asleep. And if that doesn't motivate you, just know that not drinking water will make you ugly. Okay, not ugly, but it does lead to premature wrinkles and larger pores, so pretty girls drink water. There's also other benefits like decreasing cravings throughout the day, and over time it will help improve your digestive system overall. Also consider adding lemon to your water as well to help flush out toxins. If you're a coffee drinker like me, it's also really important that you wait at least an hour to an hour and a half before having any caffeine in the morning. This can also help from having that midday crash feeling. It just gives your body some time to wake up naturally. Next is to clean for at least 10 minutes a day. And I get it, not everyone wants to clean, and it's not one of the funnest chores to do, but cleaning for 10 minutes a day is something that's super manageable. A lot of the time you're not motivated to clean, but motivation will only get you started. Habits are what keep you going. Genuine change starts by having these habits, and also by changing your identity of exactly who you are. This is actually one of my affirmations in the morning, which is, I'm a clean girly. And by stating the affirmation that I'm a clean girl, it helps me then to act in that way. So if I see a dirty cup or a piece of trash in my car, you better believe I take it off. Because why? Because I'm a clean girly. Genuine change happens when we cultivate systems of habits and repeat these actions every day. So yeah, we don't want to clean, but cleaning is something that eventually you just do. And it could be something as simple as doing the dishes and cleaning up after yourself after you make a meal. It could be staying hygienic and cutting your nails or shaving. It could also be wiping down the countertops at the end of the night. Starting small with only 10 minutes a day could be the catalyst to helping you shape your identity of becoming a clean person and overall being more cleanly and taking care of your things. Okay, next up is reading. And no, scrolling on Twitter and reading fanfics doesn't count. There are so many benefits to reading, and if you say you don't like reading, reading is like tacos.
Nobody dislikes tacos.
It's just a matter of finding the ones that you like the most. Same thing with reading. You really just have to find your genre and type of reading that you're into to keep you engaged. During this time, I've really enjoyed reading self-help books, and the chapters I tend to find are pretty small and a digestible amount to read daily. It also gives me time to really process what I'm reading throughout the day. So if it helps you to set something like a time limit of 10 to 15 minutes a day, that could be all you need to get started. Or take it really small and read only 2 or 3 pages per day. It's not really about the quantity, it's more about the quality and setting that time, also taking a step away from screen time. And if you're more into fiction and you like things like romance or fantasy, that's great too, because storytelling improves your cognitive ability. It also increases creativity and decreases stress. Reading can really open your mind to different perspectives and allow you to take a step back from your own way of thinking. For example, in the book The Creative Act that I'm currently reading, I have a new approach to the idea of creativity. They talk about how every person has their own life and experiences and way of looking at the world, and it's really made me reevaluate why I create content and how I process creativity in general. Being receptive to things like books are also a form of creativity, and if you can't find what exactly you want to read, other than going to a bookstore, I also recommend Goodreads. Goodreads is a website where you can find book recommendations, follow other people, and track and rate the books that you're reading. I find that it's great whenever I can't think of the next book to read. I already have a list of to-be-read books that I've saved from recommendations from looking at other people. My to-be-read list is a lot longer than the books that I actually have read, but at least when it comes to picking a book, I already have a curated list that I've created and is easy to pick from. I also recommend having a certain spot for reading, preferably a place that is not associated with falling asleep, but a place that you can consistently associate with getting cozy, reading that book, and just zoning in. Another really important one is daily movement. Now notice I didn't say exercise or working out or going to the gym. Daily movement is a simple habit that is so easy to start but is so life-changing. If you start believing that you're a person that is active daily, no matter the time frame, it really takes the stress off of what movement actually means to you. The key is to find any type of movement and exercise that you actually enjoy. If the idea of working out is off-putting, it could be something as simple as walking. That's also why the term of hot girl walk is really big these days. It's such a simple way to get movement in, as well as perhaps go outside and get some sunshine. Because I swear, sometimes there will be days where I stay in and I'm like, did I even see the sun today? If you don't make it a habit to actually move around and go outside, then you won't do it. The opposite, you'll be used to staying at home like a hermit and not leaving the house. And moving your body does wonders for your mental health. You might think that moving your body makes you more tired, but it actually increases your energy. I've been really loving yoga myself lately because I like that there's different levels of it. If I'm feeling really exhausted, there's a restorative yoga that I enjoy going to, which is more calming, focuses on breathing, and longer time spent per position. Or if I'm ready to work up a sweat, I can go to a vinyasa class and know that I'm not only going to stretch and burn some calories, but I'm really going to connect with my body and muscles. I also love things like weight training because it's something where you can actually see your progress over time, and you can see your strength build up as you increase the number of reps or the number of sets. If you love the exercise that you're doing, you're more likely to stick to it. And you don't have to jump straight into being an athlete. Not only will it start to get easier, but you'll start to see benefits like being more stress-free, increased stamina, and who knows, maybe you'll fit a little bit better into those jeans. Another life-changing habit is practicing meditation and gratitude. I'm kind of putting those two in there together because it doesn't have to be meditation specifically, but setting time throughout your day to remember that you're in control of your thoughts, set some time for peace. When you consistently practice meditation and gratitude, you realize that things don't take you off as easily as they used to. Emotions don't control you as much. You feel like you have control over them. Long term, it's actually proven that meditation helps increase parasocial relationships. It creates more empathy, not just for yourself, but for others as well. And if doing meditation every day sounds really daunting and scary to you, because I know I was there before, there are so many great resources that you can find. You can start with 1 to 2 minutes of meditation. You can start with guided meditations. And I really love this one on Netflix called Headspace. It's actually more of a visual and it's a great starter. So starting slow is great and it's one of those things that you will feel the effects over time. I really wish that I had started it sooner. I always heard people talk about meditating and how it changed their life, but I never actually tried to do it. And more especially, when I don't meditate for a long time, I really notice a difference in my mood. So give it a shot. The way social media has a chokehold on our generation is genuinely terrifying. The next habit is to not use your phone before bed. And also for your mental health, it's better to minimize your screen time. It's pretty embarrassing, but I used to have a screen time of about 4 hours per day. Oh my gosh, that is so bad. It was the first thing that I would do in the morning is get my phone and go on social media for at least 30 minutes to an hour. So imagine, first thing you're doing in the morning is checking in on others, seeing what they're doing, worrying about everybody else except yourself. And before bed, that was also the last thing that I did, was just doom scroll and laugh until I fell asleep. Building a healthy relationship with social media is so important for your mental health. The latest social media mental health statistics unveiled that 45% of people spend over 3 hours on social media daily, which is linked to heightened anxiety, depression, and sleep disorders. On top of that, teenage girls who spend an average of 3 hours a day on social media have a 26% increased risk of developing depression. Listen, if every time you have a second of downtime, all you do is pick up your phone and go on social media, that is a habit. There's a difference between choosing to pick up your phone and picking up a phone by instinct with no purpose. An increased number of visits to social media also increase the feeling of isolation and is linked to body dissatisfaction in both males and females. I have cut down on my screen time significantly, down from 4 hours to just 45 minutes a day now. And I will say I feel so much more present with myself. I have found that I have made more memorable and lasting memories by being more present in my life and with the people around me. Also, I notice when I do detach before bed, I tend to fall asleep a lot faster and stay asleep longer. So if you have trouble getting or staying asleep, I highly recommend considering getting off your phone at least an hour before bed. And that's it for these 7 life-changing habits. I really hope that you enjoyed. And if you have any suggestions for new life-changing habits that you could help others, feel free to comment it down below. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next one.